to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
First play, Watson to the air.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And Bryant's got it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give left side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson.
A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the air now with Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Hunter Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
14 more yards. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, the head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. opportunities, he's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson.
This complete to David Bell. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
He's at the 50, 30. 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. From the 39, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson now to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
York able to send this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Well, a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on the secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And Cook has it, left side. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
and they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
From just shy of midfield, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down.
The middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
Complete to Sammy Watkins. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brought down by Martin Emerson.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he had to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper from 8 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball and still try to play free and natural.
And that That's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
A York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed it in initially.